Okay, we're doing a recording. Wow! So what is this? This is Fights with Benjamin Zelnick. And we're trying out that new Motherwell map. I'm pretty excited for this one. Oh yeah, I'm here looking at this, yeah, so does Sakaki. Then frame, I'm really not super keen on it. Here I am looking at this, like it drops my AP down a little bit too much. But I think I try it out later, because I see the 140 energy conductivity core, and I'm like, oh, that looks fun. And I think that could be good with a, kind of like a Dafang booster, like a high power one. Yeah. What is there to say about this? Ben's a fun player. I appreciate playing with him. He's taken to that, battle rifle howitzer style pretty well, and I think he sees results with it. Same with Kinky Winky. I think you can compare the two players. I think Ben has a little bit better fundamentals for pop shotting, maybe, whereas Kinky Winky is a lot stronger on the rush. But Ben still gets me some good rushes in this this session. Like I just get fucking rolled in some cases. Really, I wouldn't say like embarrassingly, but like I never had momentum to fight back really in some of these fights. What is there more to say? Anyways, yeah, we see Spirit Class Moving Fortress. It's Spirit Motherwell map, which is really exciting. I'm glad we get to play on this as like a proper multiplayer map. It's a lot different than the one we get to usually play on, which is Dozer Desert. This one is, not functional, but it is the actual boss map. And it has just wonderful, I don't know, it's got a lot of cool features. It's like Dozer Desert, but it has, how do I put this, just like more stuff to climb on and fight with. Like, I mean, you see it right here, like it's got all the cranes and shit on it. This kind of like fucking military greebling is actually a lot of fun to fight in, because 5th gen ACs really like that wall jump performance. And there's a lot of different notches and ledges in the structure to like grab a glide boost off of. But it can be a little bit fucky trying to tell what geometry is solid and what is not. Anyways, so yeah, here we see one of his new builds, which I think when I make this is like a showcase of like cool builds that you should copy right now. Clickbait, not clickbait. That is PMG and howitzer with jellyfish. I don't necessarily think this is like super good. I think it's cool as hell though. Like that's a really sick setup. I would use something like, yeah, PMG and Strek maybe. I think howitzer it's not overdoing it. Like it has even more X factor there, but it doesn't lock on, and that's trouble because the blue lock Strek is usually what carries that kind of a setup. And I mean, he can Howie me, sure, and the PMG will do constant damage, and the, what are those called? The jellyfish missiles are still strong. Yeah, but I can just will him down with this pop shot style. This is dual subs. It's a Zlatko and a Podenka. You see the Podenka locks, the Zlatko locks, you just fire them both. And this is kind of textbook-ish, so to speak. And we've got a good, what, 10k lead on now? Yeah. This would be really hard to deal with. You've really got to be on my nuts with that howitzer, and well, I'm keeping distance. The one thing I don't like about Motherwell as a multiplayer map, like this complete Motherwell, is that this position here is too high. The fight is just going to constantly center around it unless somebody drops down, and that's sort of what's happening here. And there's not really a lot going on up there, which is too bad. You'll see some of the other fights we get on here are a little bit better. Oh, here I get that nasty flank on him. We're just sitting behind him the whole fucking time. That's nasty. That's the kind of thing where you want to spend the rest of your generator getting the fuck out of that position rather than trying to go and see if you'll eventually get the flank. And look at how far you fall. But here, like all this stuff here, this would be fun to fight on. It's just, height is so powerful in this game that most people are not going to want to bother fighting down here. Like you could potentially tank down here if you have an AP lead, I don't know. If somebody gets above you though, it's just kind of nasty. And they can get very high above you, which is just, not fucking terrific, Alright, what's going on here? Let's take a look at his AC, can I? Yeah. Okay, look at that. Zinnia PMG on the back. There's that Bearcraft. I think it's Zinnia. And then Howitzer Strek. I think Howitzer Strek would have been my pick there. I think maybe he pulled that out of the end. Right down. So we go for a quick rematch. And what do we grab? Oh fuck, I must have cut that out. I fucking cut that fight out using the pause button improperly. I think I had dual UBRs in that fight. Yeah, this is the AC I had for that one. Which, that's okay. We can skip that fight. It's not important. It's just showcasing that dual subbed, dual UBR is very powerful. Because if you come out to fight it, it's just going to DPS the fuck out of you. And if you pop shot it, it still kind of has subs. you know, right? So it kind of locks on quick. So it's it poses a unique challenge. I know in some of our fights previously, Ben brought out some UBR ownage, and that shit fucking cooked me. Like that shit's like an auto win if you're not careful. You auto lose to it if you're not careful. You have to respect it because the damage that comes out from those things is just fucking. Oh, it's not great. Or rather, it's not good for you by getting hit by them. Here we are changing things up a little bit. This is shotguns and pulse guns on a hairs with VTFs. This is pretty jank. So this is like a some kind of cursed to shit midweight that has like defenses, I guess, and shotgun pulse gun VTF. Like you could do this on a lightweight or a LRJ if you wanted to. But the difference there would be that you don't get defenses, and this thing has defenses, so you're not going to cheese it with like a, you know, the CEMG or PMG or pulse guns. Well, maybe you could, but like, you know, it's resistant enough. And what Victoria City? So this is the, you know, the less erect Victoria City building. It's just not as fucking tall, which is really nice. But yeah, and the target here is a quad. I don't know yet if it's TE stacked or regular. So we just try to get our shots on it, try to get a P lead from it while we can, and he's more focused on climbing the building, and that's good for me. It means we get a bunch of VTFs into him. Here, I haven't scanned him yet. I'm just going to check if this is effective. It is. So now the game plan is to pulse him. But I'm on hairs, right? So I don't have a whole ton of energy, so I'm like, look, let's wait, make him come to me. And I have one Neodori Model 1, one Neodori Model 3, so it's not as crazy huge burst. Oh, fuck, that's a nasty shot. That's 12 of those fucking pulse things hitting him. Anyways, yeah, so this is... It's a mix between the high burst power and the sustainability, and you can see, man, that's like 8k per burst, and then VTS finish him off. Really, I'm not going to say a bad matchup for him, but he just never got momentum in that fight. And that's the kind of thing that can happen. I'm not going to say that I put him in a vortex there, because his job was basically to find that climb and attack me, and I was just quicker at doing that, and I got the opening salvos off. And you'll see the inverse of that here in a minute, in a couple other fights, where early I'm like, I can't get position on him, then my AP starts to suffer. Oh, this is fun AC. So this is single shoulder. I never scanned him, so I don't know what's in there. It could be LM or something. But look at those bays. All knee and the fucking 1330 shotgun. That's really cool. I think those together with subs would be a lot of fun, because you could technically armor break with that laser rifle, and that would be better than a shotgun, actually. It would armor break harder than a shotgun. And it hits those low TE targets well, which would be very nice. And then you can just crack them with that fucking shotgun, which would do probably effective damage if you armor broke him. I'm thinking of like targeting lightweights and shit with that. And you could also hit TE quads effectively with that too. I'm going to copy that for later use. So what do we have here? Oh, this is the same AC on my end. And he is, I think, some kind of... I think this is like his main mid, which this is like a spotlight for these fights here. His main midweight is really cool. Unfortunately, I have this sick as fuck opening engagement. I get a ton of shots off on him, get a bunch of VTFs on him. That takes AP lead, and I have huge momentum now. I decided we fight over here, and so here we're fighting where I have a good, strong position. And I'm just going to keep picking away at him with shotguns and VTFs. I don't get a scan off until later, I don't think. I could be shot pulsing him, because the shotgun would break his armor, and then I could pulse gun him effectively. But you know what? It's just better to just use the shotguns here, because I'm on hairs, right? I don't have a whole ton of energy. So that's 3BR, Howitzer, and Mathuras he has, I think. Which, let me tell you, that's nasty as fuck to fight. That's some huge burst, whether you're manual aiming it or trying to like actually hit that shit. It's super nasty. He's somehow not nailing me with it here. He had a good opportunity to earlier. But I'm trying to just not get my ass blue luck to fuck and trying to get these shotgun hits. The Mathuras are cool because they put the enemy on a timer, right? Like, you know, you send out a couple of them, they come around. They're really hard to dodge. And that's like a slow AP tax. There he gets a little bit of a volley off. Yeah, no, not really. Maybe just like 1 or 2 3BR shots. There, that hurts. 1 or 2 3BR shots. Here I'm thinking, yeah, let's shot pulse him. Oh, I get Howied there. What does that do? That did not a ton. That does a bunch. So you see, now he's evened it up. That was a quick 10k attack there, and I didn't trade at all with that. I just ate it. But because I had AP lead, I'm fine. Yeah, and he eats a bunch of VTS when he goes and resets to neutral. And then I shoot him there, and he's still alive, and I'm like, oh shit, give him a VTF surprise. He dodges those because he's barely going fast enough, and we just lock on here, shoot him again, VTF volley, not enough. He dodges that, so we're like, look, let's just find a quick shotgun shot and end the fight. That shows the power of the howitzer 3 up close. If you just land like, I don't know, 3, 5, 6 of those shots, those you know, different battle rifle rounds that are going at you, or going at the target, it's nasty. That's a little blue lock shotgun shot. That's something you can do if you're quicker than your opponent. I don't think I am. I think we're about the same speed. Maybe he's quicker than me. I'm not sure. He uses this frame too. I know Rascal also likes it, unless I'm thinking of somebody else and not Rascal. I don't know. Nearly ran out of VTFs there. Not a big deal, but it is what it is. Okay, this is a disaster of a fight. So I was thinking, hey, TE core mids are kind of cool, right? And I was seeing these CE core mids with the high AP numbers and the high energy connectivity. I'm like, let's put fucking Monoceros on here. So I have 40k as a midweight, which usually you only see on something like Sinto. And I hate to say it, but this has the same weakness that Sinto has, which is that the recoil resistance is dog shit, because I see he's a heavyweight. I don't think about that high-speed missile that I see, and I purge my pulses, because I think I'm not going to use them. And it's true, I'm not going to pulse him, but by dropping that weight, I reduce my recoil resistance, which is going to cause those high-speed missiles to stagger me hard. Look, that's a hard full stagger. That's awful, and that means I'm basically fucked. Because now it's his turn, he's in glide, I'm trying to get up here and shoot him. I don't have VTFs because the core is heavy as shit. I eat a fucking howitzer volley. I'm eating Strek, I'm eating high-speed missiles. I would just like to shoot him. I get howied again. I get high-speed stunned. It's bad. I'm at 23k to 30k, and this is just not good. This is just not good. Yeah, we get a little flank here. I get one shot off, which is just not enough. Get another shot. But I'm trading with battle rifle howitzer and fucking dual shoulder high-speed missiles. Look at how much damage that does. And he's locked on now, so it's fucking over. And I know it's over, which means I'm going for kicks. That's about all you can do when it's over, is go for kicks. It's super Joe Arida, dude. This is a disaster of a fight. Yeah, so here, the Monoceros core means I had to sacrifice too much to actually get the equipment to attack him. Sorry, to get the AP, to get the core on, I mean. Sacrifice too much weight. It's like 1700 weight, it's ridiculous. So I don't have the weapons I want, which is too bad. That might have been possible if I had a little bit more damage output, or if I was quicker, or I don't know, just didn't fucking throw like that. That was rough. I think that goes to show you that high-speed missiles are not useless, right? Because I do resist high-speed missiles after armor break. It's just that that stun is really killer against midweights. It's really, really rough. It disrupts your mobility so much. And then after that, like, it was all his fight to win, basically, or his fight to throw, however you want to put it. Alright, do I cut this video correctly? I wonder if I do. I think I'm kind of lazy. Alright, Magion City. I know some people don't like this map. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's pretty even balanced in terms of its cover and buildings and whatever else. One issue I have with it is that the lower area buildings are not high enough that a tank can get up on them very easily. They're just too high, slightly, which is rough. Here I'm thinking for a minute, I'm like, okay, so the Denali didn't work. I got owned by high-speed missiles. Let's switch to frequency, right? They have higher recoil resistance or whatever. And I'm like, okay, we'll use another TE core that's lighter, and I just can't hit the CEMG defense number with this very easily. Or no, it's that high energy conductivity TE core that I'm looking at. I think it's not Perun, it's not I can't remember the name of it, but it does not have the it doesn't have very high TE, which is really sad for a TE core. It's really sad. So I can't hit that pulse gun number, and I just give up. I'm like, fuck using this AC, and we bring out something else. What do we bring out? Yeah, dude, use that. That looks fun. Oh, I don't load that up. What do I load up? Okay, we load up this. Do we? Do I load this? What do I load? I don't load that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we bring up the motherfucking Hinted Echo. So, you may be aware that Celtic Spear has an AC called Echoing Hint. And I was like, cool, what do? I steal people's ACs, and I don't like them, so I make them what I want. And what I wanted here was... this is like a light midweight. It has Panenka, 2 subs, and a plasma gun. It has serious energy issues. It's on Dafeng, so it gets like it's quick as fuck. It has these long bursts, boosts. Sorry, so I can kind of like keep up with his Shinatsu here, and yeah, this is really fucking funny. Unfortunately, I eat a bunch of VTFs there. And on the back it has fucking light blades, which they're not the Usiechi, they're something else. They're like some kind of knuckle duster, fucking pizza cutter blade. And yeah, this is a fun AC. I didn't censor fun there, I'm sorry, it's F on something or whatever like that. Anyways, so yeah, you run into close combat with people and you just you just hold triggers. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun to play. It reminds me so much of Xbox on the 360. The fucking Armored Core 5 on the 360 is so much fun. This is some raw fucking Xbox ownage build. Unfortunately, I eat howitzers and VTFs there, which means that my AP is in the dumpster. And this is something you shouldn't do either. When somebody has a howitzer like this, don't contest it like that. It's just bad. Yeah, there I eat a big howitzer shot. That was 8k. So another shot kills me. Whether that was VTFs or another howitzer volume, whatever it is, that's just fucking own my shit. So don't do that when you're fighting a howitzer. Howitzer ACs really want you to be parallel with them and moving. That way, while they're in glide and you're just there, you know, moving alongside them, they can just line up that howitzer shot. It's super easy. Honestly, your aim assist, your auto aim will do that for you. It's that effective if you're going in the same direction. So, Hinted Echo gets shit on here, but don't worry, you've not seen the last of Hinted Echo. This is a weird AC. This is that Sakaki frame. He has VTFs in there, he has a PMG in the back, and a handgun? Question mark? I'm really not sure about that. That's definitely a handgun. I don't know why it's there. I assume it's because he doesn't have the energy or the weight to put anything else on there, but it's whatever. Alright, so this is return of Hinted Echo. Which has a CLI head, I think, and this high energy conductivity TE core, which kind of makes that Dafeng booster a little bit more responsive, but you see how long those boosts are. They're really kind of committal. And yeah, here we get in on him, and it's time to fucking feast. We have the 23 Wedlock FCS. We're just gonna jump on this guy and hold triggers. It's so dumb. I eat 6k there to VTS because I'm careless. We just pounce on him. Look at that shit! People sleep on the plasma gun. In fact, I do too, because I think it's shit. Until it's not, because holy fuck, is it ever good. Oh my god, it fires so fast, it locks quick, it just shreds. Look at that! Bro is dead. He's dead. Holy fuck. Oh man, that's fun. The only issue is that like the plasma gun is not very good against heavyweight targets. Like, it's not that it bounces off. They still take effective damage, but it's nowhere near as crazy as when you're shooting a midweight or a quad or something with this. You know, ideally you'd have something else behind it, and you see this AC does struggle against heavyweights. It just doesn't really have the staying power to fight. But goddamn, is that funny. I should have used the blades on it too. Those are really fun. That's the FUN part, FU F asterisk N part of that AC. Is this the fight where I get owned? No, I think that's another later one. I still have some ownage left in me. So Borozniki TS is a map I like a lot. It's kind of plain. It could use some buildings there and those like little patches where there's just fucking open ground. It could use some cover down there, some low cover, because the fight kind of centers around this main pipe fixture here. And oh my god, get blue locked by plasmas. Okay, so he's got something a little bit more threatening here. No, it's that same AC, I think. I don't know, I can't really tell, but that's definitely battle rifle, VTFs, howitzer, something attacking me. This is stupid, I don't know where he is, I'm moving towards him. But we get on top of him, we get the plasma shots, and we're just gonna let her fucking rip. Oh my god, the close range plasma shit is so good. You just wait for that shit to lock on, and it's pretty fucking sick. Yeah, oh my god, another blue lock shot. I think that was red lock Penenka, I don't know, but you see how quick that plasma locks on, it's really fun. It just doesn't have range though, is the issue. So you actually do need to hug somebody, which means you need to be even closer to them than they actually appear on your end, just because of how latency works, which is rough. But yeah, I'm at 30-something K, he's at 7k, we'll call that 8, and yeah, one pass here is like just another bunch of damage. Oh man, I really like this setup, it's so much fun. Even the howitzer, like, I'm totally fine trading with him. I don't care how much damage he does to me. I'm just gonna kill him. It's generally the idea. And he gets away, and that's smart, because you do want to get away from this. You really want to try to kite this thing out. Oh, and we get him with a little blue lock shot there. That's rough. Denali, or not Denali, Dafeng is a funny booster in that you can still glide boost on it effectively. It's going to drain your energy like crazy, but you still get a pretty efficient glide out of it. And of course, you are really quick. I think this is maybe sitting at 320 high boost. So it's like, it's still slower than a lightweight, but it's pretty quick. You can get some pretty sick angles on people. You could do this on something a little bit drainier like a Fragrant or a Frequency, I think. There we are, Hinted Echo! You could do it on something a little bit drainier, and you would get, I don't know, probably the same results. Who's to say? It's just that I think this is probably about as light as you can get it. About as quick, anyways. I don't know. Put it on a lightweight for realsies. That'll probably work. Now, I think this is one where I just get cooked, because I just don't get momentum. Here, yeah, I have the blades out. I'm like, let's give this a try. And Ben has wised up. He's like, I'm not going to fight you there in the fucking Kingdom of Brawl Pipe. You're going to come to me in the fucking Duchy of Brawl Pipe. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I have to go there. Yeah, he edges me out in AP lead, and I'm like, oh, I don't like this. No, I don't want to approach there. Oh, no, how do I get over there? And I'm like, I want to cut the angle of approach as much as I can. That way, yeah, I take some shotgun fire, I get under the missiles, and here I'm like, cool, great, I can get up here. And he's already coming at me for another pass. I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta do the same thing again. Take another shotgun shot to the face. Come up here, I don't know where he is. Oh, fuck, he's gonna have a shot on me. There he is, and we fight. And he wiggles my fucking plasma there, which means I don't trade for shit. I'm just... That's exactly what you want to do against this style of AC, and I get hammered there. I do not make a good trade at all. And now I'm going to try to do it again. I need to get in on, do damage, right? And he can just kite me away, and he's got that missile in there to stun me and prevent me from moving as I want to. See, there I am, I'm stuck for a second. And that also, he howitzered the shit out of me, so I lost a fuck ton of AP. There you have it. So, yeah, this is just rough, and I don't really have the ability to get close to him. Bottomed out of energy. My weapons take energy to fire, and he's backing off. He's like, yeah, look, I know what my strategy is here. I'm going to kite you out. And yeah, oh, ouch, ouch. I tried to blade here, because that's basically the only thing I can do at this point to get a big, you know, comeuppance on him, is to somehow land a melee hit, because he's at like, what, 20k or something? It's too much for me to like try to make up on the other way, and we get a shot. We get a little cut there. It's not a lot. We see some armor shred off of him. I'm barely alive here. But, yeah, no, okay, that gets me down to 7k. If I had a sniper on here... Oh, no, that's not 7k, that's 17k. Yeah, so that didn't do any fucking thing. Yeah, if I had real weapons on here or slightly more AP, this could be doable. But no, he's got a nice ability to kite me out here. He's probably infinite glide, and I'm not, and I don't have momentum. I don't know why that didn't kill me. That should have killed me, but this next shot will. Yeah, I don't even see it. It just kills me. I think that's probably a howitzer shot. So yeah, rough. Cool AC, it doesn't always work out, as you can see. And I believe it is actually weak to high-speed missiles, in the sense that it doesn't have that 1870 KE as a mid, because, you know, look, I'm gouging stats for other purposes. I want some CEMG resistance, I want some pulse gun resistance. Those are the weapons that are really going to trade with me in close combat. If I get on a laser speed build, I'm just going to, you know, plasma gun it, which ideally would work. Ideally. In this case, you see it didn't, because he's not laser speed, he's just dry high-speed missiles with Strakoza and, fuck, what am I saying? Strakoza and Howitzer. Which, killed the shit out of me. As it does. Strong. Okay, fuck this map. I really don't like this map for duels. I'm just really not a fan. I load up a tank and I'm like, alright, you're gonna come to me, and we're gonna fight in the in this fucking highway area. Yeah, I'm not fucking feeling this map. I should have used a first-gen heat cannon, I think, because that would have actually locked on. This one is the second-gen one, which fires very fast. It has very high DPS, but it doesn't often lock on very well. And I'm not using subs, I'm using mini-missiles. And I believe this is a power autocannon as well. So what we get the scan, I'm not going to, you know, effective autocannon him. The heat cannon at this point is basically like a fucking blue lock weapon. So the battle is going to go like this. He's going to come to me, he's going to try to get AP lead for me, and then just he can do whatever he wants. I'm going to try to not let him do that by autocannoning him. And I rush in, and I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't be burning my generator for this, because he's an infinite glide boost, or close to it. He's on Shinatsu, which is a much more efficient booster. But I get a good position up here. I don't mind trading fire here early on. I'll get some mid-missiles on him. They bump into the fucking pylon there, the highway. That's too bad. But autocannon fire is fine. Bunch of mid-missiles go into the highway there. That's rough. You probably shouldn't be glide boosting up here as a tank, but I want to be able to get back up there onto that position when I'm done with my little, drive-by there, so I don't high boost out, because I could potentially, fall there. And yeah, the heat cannon muzzle is just barely not enough to actually do a proper blue lock. I think, get one here, and you see it actually starts adding up when I do lock on. Here he goes for a good rush, and now it's just when you start high boosting backwards. I barely get him out of my lockbox there, which ruins my TPS, but you still land a lot of mid-missiles on him, and the damage is sort of done, because now his generator's bottomed out, we're in my territory now, and the DPS tank does DPS tank things. It's possible he could have killed me there if he had, like, 3BR and, what am I thinking? 3BR howitzer VTF. Yeah, that could absolutely kill me. He probably just missed a couple of howitzer shots. It's that simple. That kind of setup can definitely kill a tank pretty quick. Food for thought, man, all that. I also like that his AC is an E-May. It's very hard to stagger. It's got about as much recoil resistance as like a quad. Oh, let me get my beer. What's next on the menu? Oh, fuck, that's nice. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is a close one if I remember right. So I really want to test this AC out against more people. I enjoy playing it. It's kind of like a laser support build, air quotes support, in that it's good at shooting people in the back in a team game. You bring subs for your team and support them. Simple enough. But also it kind of can function as a sniper. It's just that the lasers are not quite as reactive in terms of what you can do with them as snipers are. Like, blue locking lasers, kind of dicey. But they're subs, so they lock on pretty quick. The 12 locks on very fast, has good muzzle velocity. The All-Knee is kind of a follow-up weapon. So here, this is maybe something where I don't actually want both lasers, right? I want to probably use the 3BR, and I believe I do eventually, just because charging both lasers is making me not move a whole lot, which is making me vulnerable to that howitzer, which you see did a unreasonable amount of damage to me, and now I have to make a bunch of, good pokes to somehow get the AP lead back. And we do, because thankfully the 12 shot is very strong, and the All-Knee is also a good laser, so we get the AP lead back after just 3 shots, which is nice. Return fire here is nasty. Yeah, I take a bunch of damage from this. 4K, another huge shot there. And I purge the All-Knee. I'm like, fuck this. I need to just brawl him down as best I can. Somehow he's not got a huge AP lead, but that was a huge whole ton of fucking damage there. Gets a good flank on me. I get totally fucking miss in there. And we're trying to just get shots here with the 12 and the 3BR, which I think I should have done all along. The 3BR is just it's going to lock. It's going to be a little bit better on my generator, right? I'm Tokonatsu booster, so I can kind of contest him along these buildings, but his glides are very threatening to me. I can't turn that quickly. I need to be aggressive as I can, and the All-Knee hampers that because I have to charge it. 12 I have to charge as well, but I can still threaten him with a 3BR. He also has a 3BR, I think. We'll see who to shoot with. Yeah, he's got a 3BR. Grazes me there. I lock slightly faster, right, because I am subbed, but those Matheras are also nasty. I believe I resist those. Oh, yeah, this is really fucking dicey shit right here. Oh man, I eat a bunch of shots here for fucking free. So how do I survive this? This looks really bad. Oh, does he jump out here? Yeah, he jumps into me. That's bad. So that was a full 3-barrel volley and 12, and that does a fuck ton of damage to him. And here I'm fishing for luck. I could have died there, I think. I could have died there too. But you never know. I think I'm glance FCS on this, so I actually have kind of sniping distances for locks on. I believe he doesn't respect that here in a minute. Maybe he doesn't realize it, because I think I get him with a 12-shot attack that's, like, really nasty. Oh yeah, I look for a shot here and he's already moved, which is rough. The big issue, I think, between sniping with lasers and sniping with actual sniper rifles is that the laser has to charge, so you lose a little bit of situational awareness when you pop out of scan mode to charge that shit. So I don't know where he is there. If I was snipers, I would see. Ah, there's that 12 shot. That's nasty fucking 12 shot. I'm out of ammo. I'm like, look, we'll just CMG his ass to death. And I see a CMG hit. I'm like, oh, ineffective. I'm like, I need this shit to hit, please. I don't want to die, but I barely kill him. That probably would have been his opportunity to kill me there. Oops. I definitely could have thrown that. Anyways, this AC matches up pretty well. I feel like it's not a total failure. It has some decent outplay potential. That's about all I can say for it. Give it a try. Definitely try that 12-shot 3BR combo. It's a lot of fun. I might try something like 12-shot, that high-damage shotgun, a 3BR or Strakoza or something, and then maybe like an impact weapon? I'm not sure. I have to think about it more. Oh, a Pask duel. This is another funny one if I'm sure about it. Yeah, I take this AC out again. This is the adjustment that I like. So, not Rascal, shit, Valhalla has an AC sort of like this, where he's got a nice heavyweight. I believe I changed the bays. I think he has a howitzer on his, but whatever. I have a CEMG on mine, but his is also dual shoulder if I remember right, but it's laser speed. It's like full Kurosawa style laser speed. And this is like full Kurosawa soft laser speed. I only have one shoulder high speed missile. And this is a bad matchup for me. We're off on a bad start here. But he lets me get away, which I think was a huge error. Because now I can plan my approach here, and I can be a little bit more deliberate about things. That spawn I was in meant that I was attacking from mostly like kind of the low ground, which is a little bit rough here. If he just glides at me here, he'd be good, but I sort of cross him over, trying to fake him out, and just trying to not get fucking hammered here and break his lock somehow. And nice, it's time for me to shoot. We get some, partially charged Kurosawa shots off. I go for a kick there, that could have just ended the fight there, but whatever. We get our other Sawa shot off, and that is enough burst to sort of even things up. I magically have AP lead. I have 2 more Sawas. I'm going to charge them one at a time here. I want to get these to hit. This is like my main opportunity for getting damage and getting advantage in this game so far. Thank you, minor low cover, really saving my ass there. Go for a kick there. That was so messy. Why did I do that? Oh boy. Oh, we barely land that fucking Sawa shot with that single high-speed missile coming in. And now it's time to go aggro. I have no other choice. I need to press the advantage while I have AP lead. But of course I can't press it too much, right? Because he's got a howitzer. Like if I fuck up, I'm just going to eat an 8k trade that I can't make, which is rough. But yeah, here we are. This is something I've somehow get around him, so he's not facing me to howitzer me, which just means it's a lot of free damage. The high speeds are bouncing off because he is a Ime, so I'm not armor breaking him with the high speeds. Same thing with the CMG. That's not going to be effective here because I can't armor break him. Oh, that's a fucking nasty blue luck shot. That's where you don't approach head on. But I'm basically just, well, this is rinse and repeat. This is wait for the 3BR to lock, hold triggers on everything else, and maneuver. Here we are, wait for it to lock. I eat a howitzer shot there. It's okay, right? Because I have such an AP lead, I can afford to make that trade, and we kill him. That's a tactical eating shit. You just eat a howitzer with your face, you eat that 8k, because you know that they want to sit there and trade with you, and you're like, look, I've done the math in my head, I can make the damage race. And that's peak Xbox, as they say. Or specifically as I say. Xbox was all about fucking damage races. Alright, this is the fucking gross-ass, huge high AP quad. I have made some modifications to it, because I think normally I have a howitzer, 3BR, and Podenka on here. This time I put a 12-shot on, and I changed the missiles from high speeds to Mathuras, because I thought, look, if you're going to keep using that Ime, I'm going to teach you that you're weak to Mathuras after an armor break. However, he has swapped to a quad of some kind. What do we see here? So that's 2 Podenkas. I didn't see the other weapon. 2 Podenkas, a KE shield, and a sniper cannon. With subs. That's probably dual sub, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's single sub. I'm not sure. Anyways, I purged the 3BR because it's never going to be effective against him. And we start laying into him with Mathura, Podenka, and 12-shot. The KE shield comes off pretty quick, which is nice. And now, yeah, this is just awkward. This is the funny thing, is that the fucking Podenkas do, like, they do still hurt, right? They're effective against me. But I have a laser, which makes this a lot easier for me. Of course, I immediately fumble a bunch of laser shots, which is just rough. And yet he knows he's fucked, so he's trying to go for kicks. It's still like anybody's game, right? Like he can technically do the damage to me, and I will die. Technically, it's kind of rough for him. Yeah, this is like the one situation where, like, if you don't count your Panenka shots, you could potentially run out of ammo, which I don't want to happen, obviously. I have this 12. 12 is usually enough to kill somebody outright, especially if they're weak to it, but I'm whiffing shots here, which is rough. I have backup firepower, right? Like, I've got these Mathuras, they're plank damage. That was a fucking gross as shit Panenka shot. I fired at nothing and he ran into it. That wasn't a blue luck at all. But you see, like, yeah, I'm edging out some damage just because I actually have good burst here, and I think 2 Panenka's still, it's maybe not as good DPS? I don't fucking know. The laser here is decisive. Oh, that fucking kick. Yeah, good laser shot there. It's good. Yeah, this is, I think, something you'd call losing at character select, because goddamn, like, trying to Panenka a quad down is rough. That's why you see people always want a TE weapon or something, or at least KE here. KE in this case would kill me. But yeah, Panenka in 12, pretty strong. And yeah, he's got barely any AP left, so the ineffective PMG is enough to kill him. Simple as, and all that. Well, I don't know what else I have to say about this. I think we're reaching the end of the feed here, unless I'm wrong. Am I wrong? No, we're not wrong. Oh no, we got 11 minutes left. Oh, fuck that, okay. We still got a bunch of fights in here then. But I've kind of forgotten what the rest of them are. Do we go back to... Oh, here we're on Pask again. What do I have for this... I've forgotten half of these fights. What do I load up? Oh boy! Okay, copy this shit right now. I think, did Rascal show me this? Or did somebody else attack me with something like this? But it was this fucking jank as shit heavyweight reverse joint with a heat cannon weapon arms. And yeah, this is definitely messy. This is the kind of shit where, because of the high mobility you get from the jump, you can actually make those sick as shit angles on people. And here, yeah, I whiff, which is bad, down an AP, and that's a Nappa, so I'm fucked. This is kill or be killed, basically, and I have to stay out of range of the Nappa while in range of the heat cannon and still hitting shots. But we hit a bunch of them here, which is really good, so I've got a comfortable AP lead here. I can sponge one Nappa hit, count it one Nappa hit, before being fucked again, and that's good. So he's not subbed, I just need to stay out of range of the Nappa, and I can kind of zone him out here with these huge jumps. And you see the jumps are significant. They give you a really good base of fire to shoot him with the heat cannon. And here we are, it's heat cannon time. There we go. So we trade. We managed to trade with the Nappa. I know I say sometimes that, like, never try to trade with TE weapons when you're using a heat cannon build, if they're effective on you anyways. But in this case, we barely managed to make it work. And yeah, that's cool. If you had 2 Nappas, that would be fucking over. But we somehow made that happen. Cool. This is an AC you may want to go steal, honestly. It's another F asterisk N build, highly censored, very illegal kind of build that you would bring out for some minor amusement, some laughs with the pals. It's whatever. Accuracy, PoE heat cannon, very fun to use. It's like Strex that are subbed, basically. Well, precisely it's a heat cannon, but whatever. They behave like a Struck build, except they can lock on, which is strong. I mean, Strucks lock on too, but the heat cannon weapon arms lock on a lot faster. They're a really fun archetype to use. They're sometimes bad in duels, because if somebody is, like, not weak to the heat cannon, which it's rare. It's rare that you're not weak to it. Like, if you're a quad, it would be pretty hard to get a lot of good damage, because it would be like half pen. But it's whatever. Also, if they have a CE shield, you're kind of just fucked. But CE shields are pretty rare, unless it's like a laser speed heavyweight, which you could bring to a duel. You could also very well bring CE shields, so, it's whatever. But yeah, if you get stuck doing a shield dance with somebody, and you have a heat cannon, you're never going to win that. It's just going to be rough. Right, that's the end of that. Here we are, this is a duel again on Motherwell. That is, I think he should have the advantage here, because he's dual sub Zlatko, isn't he? Yeah, he's dual sub Zlats. But I get the drop on him. Oh, fuck, I bonked my head there, which is rough. But I get the drop on him, I get a bunch of shots off. There, fucking the little platform blocks the 3BR shots. But yeah, we just stay on his case and give him the business. And I believe this is a weird one where he kicks me at some point. Because yeah, I'm at 32 here, 32k. I'm not going to go down anytime soon. Yeah, he hits me there. Apparently he missed, which is crazy. But yeah, so he goes down here. I've shot him a whole bunch. I lose track of him because this map is pretty fucking big, actually. He's down there. I'm like, cool. He's going to have to come upwards to fight me again. He's at 15k. I'm going to use the plasma gun. And I can maybe stun him a little bit with the shotgun. So here he is. He's going to come up. I'm going to go for the shots here if I can get him. I don't see him. I'm like, oh, well, fuck, fine. And I'll chase him here. And we're going to run over here. And now we're looking, is he going to kick me here? Because I eat a lot of damage. Yeah, so he must kick me there, right? Because I'm down to 4k. I barely even noticed that. He must have kicked me there. We're going to have to, like, instant replay that shit. I'm definitely going to instant replay that shit when I edit the video. That's super fucking weird. But yeah, now it's do or die. I need a knock-it shot. And I think I do make the idea that I can trade here. I think 4k is just enough. And I do make the trade. Unfortunately, I could die here. But we barely get that EBR to reload fast enough. And I managed to kill him. So there you know. 4k is roughly about as much damage as snipers are going to do. But that was just sort of game knowledge. Minor knowledge check. That could have killed me easily. But it didn't, so I won. I don't think that fight was close, but I did get kicked there, which is careless of me. But you know what? You can't see shit when you use the plasma gun. You just kind of want to go, 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 go. And dump plasma into the target. There's that Celtic Spear style Zlatko mid. This is another AC where if you want to play something in team games, I just whip that thing out. That's pretty strong. Alright, another Pask battle. What is this? Okay, this is one that he's got me super dead to rights here. So this AC is one that I brought up from Xbox as well. It's rifle, battle rifle, high-speed missile, CEMG, and plasma gun. Which you could sub that out for a laser rifle if you want. It's, you know, really whatever you like, or a PMG maybe. Pulse gun, doesn't really matter. But when we scan him here, I assume we scan him. No, I just go in. You see it there, it's Strek Howitzer. And I'm like, oh shit. And he's an EMA, so I can't armor break him with the high-speed missile, which means the rifle is useless. So the only effective weapon I have is the 3BR, which is gonna be rough, because if that howitzer hits me, it's game over. Oh, we miss a kick there, which is really sad. That would have been a really glorious one. Somehow he's missing his howitzer shots and his Strek shots, so because my weapon locks slightly faster, I'm able to actually get these trades, which is really nice. So here we are. Maybe something you shouldn't do too much is stay parallel to a howitzer guy, especially because I know he's trying to line that shit up on me. But he somehow doesn't. I get a little bit of momentum here, we get the glide, it's my turn to fight. Don't do that, but thankfully he tries to kick instead of howitzering me. I eat a lot of damage here because he is howitzering me, but I want the damage on him. I need my fucking fire to my 3BR to kick in, because I have firing stability, he doesn't. I need to just get as much of these close-range damage race style engagements as possible. Those shots look like they hit, but I believe they didn't fucking do anything. I didn't see a hit marker on my end. Oh boy, please. Yeah, he's at, what, 10k there? That's gonna be rough. This is a really, really narrow margin. If he hits me with basically anything, I'm kind of fucked. And I lose him here, and he's gonna climb up and get a shot off on me, which does some damage. I'm still barely ahead here. We can kind of get behind him and shoot. Yeah, we get a good angle on him here. Get another shots off. Ah, blocked by the pipe. Yeah, oh, it's so close. I'm actually also getting staggered by those high speeds that he has. I'm weak to them, actually. I'm weak to dual high-speed missile, because one will armor break into the other. This is not a KE frame, it's a CE one. But we do get some nasty shots on him here, and I think this... Do I kill him here? Oh, yeah, okay, thankfully he didn't flake me, so he dies the high-speed missile when it hits. Very, very, very tiny margin of error there. 6k ahead, with only the 3BR effective, basically. That's dicey. And I think we end it here on Motherwell again, which is not a bad map. It's maybe not, you know, ideal for duels, probably a lot better for team games, but it can still support that kind of well. This is another fucking cursed to shit HRJ that I don't really like because I don't like things that are weak to pulse guns. I have a TE shield here, but as you're going to see later, latency means that your shield doesn't fucking matter. Alright, and I'm thinking the same thing as the previous time where I had the UBR and 3BR build, where I just want to sort of try to glide in and get the damage off so I can control the face of the match. I immediately get pulsed, which doesn't do a whole ton, but it hurts a lot. I howitzer him back a little bit, which is good. Get pulsed again, I'm like, I can't make these trades. Try to get a shot off, I miss. Whip out the TE shield, I'm like, cool, let's just reassess, get my energy back. What are we doing here? And he is a Strek mid in the classic sense, but he doesn't have a Jessup rifle, he just has 2 Neodori Model 3s, 2 Nappas, which means his TE damage output is insane. And my job here is basically somehow use mid-missile, shotgun, and howitzer to get AP lead. And now I have it, which is nice. Now I need to kill him, which on this map is easier said than done. There's a whole ton of fucking cover here, and I missed glide boost there, which is rough. Thankfully, HR just jumped like crazy, so I can get out of there. But yeah, I don't really have an easy way of killing him. And there I get shot from behind, which means, you know, so much for the shield protecting me, it's not going to do anything. So now I've lost AP lead. I'm putting my shield away because I don't want to get struck and I don't want to lose it. We get some shots there. I could be shot pulsing him, but my energy is just so dicey here. And I also want the big burst of the big burst potential of the howitzer, which, fuck man, those mid missiles are missing like crazy. And it's not just because of the level geometry. Oh shit, he's got the pulses out. Do I take the shield out? Not in time. I get pulsed over the cover there, which is rough. And because of latency, I'm not facing correctly, so I get pulsed again for a bajillion damage. I get a good howitzer hit there. That's nice. 10k, mid-missiles, need to fucking do damage here, please. Yeah, he's got Strex out, which is rough. I'm gonna lose that shield anytime soon. Somehow, how did I get damage on him? Did I howitzer him there, and then hit him with the mid-missiles, I guess? A little bit dicey. It's good cover there for him. That big radome dish is very effective at blocking fire. And here it is, the ending salvo, so to speak. You'll see my TE shield is still up. I'm getting the mid-missile chip. I could try to kite him here. I don't have any food though. And yeah, he kills me with the AoE through the pulse gun. Shield with the pulse guns. Which I'm going to put up the latency, but I also kill him with the howitzer. So there you go, a draw. That's a great end for these fights, I think. Pretty, I don't know what you want to call it, poetic or whatever. It's just a good one to end it on, because sometimes you try to end a sequence of fights here, and you eat shit and die terribly, and you're like, that's not good to end it on. And then you try to fight another one, and then you're the one who just devastates the enemy, and then you're like, oh, that's not a good one for them to end it on, whatever. There you go. That's a nice little mid-weight biped there. Alright, there you have it. Thanks for watching.